Hi guys, hi everyone. How you doing? How are you doing? How is your day? Or how did your day go if you're in Nigeria? Or how is your day going if you're outside Nigeria? How are you? Please tell me where you're watching from if you can see me. I'd like to give a shout out to my audience. You know, tell me where you're watching from. Um, I come live every Wednesday here, 8 p.m. on YouTube. And I'm on Instagram Mondays and Fridays by 9 p.m. So do tell me, please, who and who are watching. Tell me where you're watching from. Tell me who is watching, please. I like to know. I like to know. I like to know who and who are on my live video. I can see some people. Please do let me know. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me. I'm waiting, guys. Tell me where you're watching from. Waiting. Today, I want to talk about how your self esteem affects your marriage and relationships. How your self esteem affects your relationship and marriage. A lot of people don't understand this. A lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't even get it. But the better your self esteem, the better your marriage would be. The better your self esteem, the better your relationships would be. So if you're still single, if you can work on your self esteem, you would see that, the kind of people that you would choose will be different. If you are also married, by the way, your self esteem will also determine how your partner will treat you. If you have low self esteem, your partner can walk all over you, your partner can mistreat you, your partner can, you know, that's when dysfunctional abusive marriage, abusive relationships happen. You get what I mean? So but if you are single, the type of people you're attracting, the kind of people you are choosing is dependent on your self-esteem or self-worth. So the question to ask you today is, how high is my self-esteem? How high is my self esteem? How high is my self worth? You get, because this will determine the kind of job you take. This will determine how you allow people to treat you. A lot of people that are in abusive relationships and marriages, they are there because they don't think much about themselves. They don't think they deserve better. They don't think they deserve much. You know, they just want to, especially side chicks. I've said this thing over and over. People who are side chicks, if or side, I don't know, yeah, side guys, because we also have some side guys too. If you're a side chick, you are a side guy, then your self esteem is low. Your self worth is nothing to write home about, because you begin to see yourself as not good enough. You have begun to see yourself as, you know, let me just manage this. Let me just manage this. This is, you know, you get what I mean. So tell me, I can see people watching. Tell me, what do you think about self esteem? What do you know about self esteem? Self esteem is one thing that you cannot exhaust working on. You cannot exhaust working on it in this climb that we are in. Why? Because this thing determines how you roll. This thing determines how you allow people to treat you. This thing determines the kind of job you take. It determines the kind of life you live. It determines the kind of payment you charge your clients if you're a business person. It determines the kind of, you know, clothes you wear. It determines the kind of audience or people you entertain. So I'll tell you today, if you don't work on anything, work on your self-esteem. Work on your self-esteem. It's all you got. It's all you got. You know. And Ernestine Blackie says, what is the difference in self-esteem and self-worth? So self-esteem is how you see yourself. How you see yourself. Like, oh, I'm good enough. Oh, this is how I am. But self-worth is what you accept. Do you understand? Self worth is what you accept from people, how you allow people treat you. That is what determines whether your self worth is good enough or not, or is nothing to write home about. Self esteem is how I see myself. I see myself as, you know, for instance, I know some of you here just started following me from my interview with Honest Bunch podcast, and I was talking about how I dated or I had 15 abortions. It was low self-esteem. Do you understand? I would tell myself, I'm after one. Oh, I have a child. I have one child. So what that means is that because my dad and a lot of people have shown me that it's not getting a man after one child is a Herculean task. So I always felt like because I come with a baggage. So um I should take whatever they give to me. I should take what they tell me. I should take, so that's the difference. You understand? My self-worth is how I see myself. I'm not really that much of a big deal. That's the self-esteem. Then my self-worth is what I allow them do to me. Can you see do you understand the difference now, Blackie? Who else? Who else? You know, I don't know why, and maybe because this is YouTube, Instagram people are always communicating with me. Oh. Guys, I like an interactive broadcast. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think of this conversation. And then if you have any question, please type it in the comments. Don't hesitate to type it in the comments. Also, you can also support my work by using all the super features, super thanks, super sticker, super fans. You understand? You can support my work that way. Um, there are some people that we support. There are women that I accept into free therapy. You understand? Why? Because of the peculiarity and the way their issues have deteriorated, so much. You get so that and they can't afford it. So um, we're already working on a foundation for people like that, and it's even distressing to me because today I got a message from one of those women, about her taking some pill and, ending it all and stuff like that. It's quite sad for me, but I just pray that everything is okay because we can't even reach her. So we're helping women like that. Some women are like that where, they're in abusive marriages, they're in abusive relationships, and they don't even have the funds to do therapy. So we give those kind of people free therapy. Then some people give us, once in a while, support our work with some funds to help because you have to pay. You have to pay, the staff that work with them. You have to, and all those other stuff. Let me not bore you. But if you want to support our work, please use the super thanks, super fun, um, you know, feature and all those other things. And it says, thank you for clearing that up for me. You're welcome. Who else has another question? You know, so that's the difference between self esteem and self worth. And how do you increase that self esteem? Number one thing is therapy. Number one, you understand? I always talk about, I cannot overemphasize the importance of therapy. I did a session a couple of days ago, and the lady was telling me how she has never been with a man that really treats her well. You understand? She has never been with a man that really treats her well. The people that even try to be, she's the one that will always be calling and calling and calling, they won't call back. So if you find yourself in this situation, it shows that your self-esteem, your self-worth has take a plunge down. You understand? When it comes to relationship, it should be mutual. You know, people can get busy, yes. People can do stuff. People can be busy. People can be going through stuff, yes. But if they cannot show you that they want to be with you as much as you want to be with them, something is wrong. If you are the one chasing them up and down, you're the one chasing them. You're the one, calling all the time. You're the one initiating conversations. You're the one always planning dates. You're the one always planning on how to see. They never think about it. They never reach out first. You're the one who reaches out first. You're the one who is always, my family, my man, my woman, my woman. Something is wrong. That's not the kind of relationship to be in. Because it shows that, they don't want you as much as you want them. Or they may want you, but they are not ready to put in the effort. And you entertaining that shows that your self-esteem is like this. It's on the floor. And don't forget, people treat you the way you treat yourself. People treat you the way you treat yourself. You are the one who teach people how to treat you. You're the one. You're the one who teach people how to treat you. So if they see that, oh, I didn't call her, I promised to call her yesterday, but I didn't call her and she doesn't care, they will do it again. I'm supposed to do this for her, or for him, but she doesn't care, they'll do it again. So all this, oh, my husband does this, my wife does this, my boyfriend does this, my girlfriend does this. You they may be like that, but you are the one enabling them. You're the one enabling them. And why? Because you have fear. Fear of, what if I don't find another person? What if they leave me? What if they, and I've always told everybody that cares to listen, if you're in a marriage or relationship, your spouse should know that this person wants to be with me. They choose to be with me because they love me and they have chosen to be with me, not because they don't have a choice, not because they don't have anywhere else, not because, if I leave them, they will die. That's not a good relationship. It's not balanced. It's not balanced. Do you get what I mean? So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to have a loving and lasting relationship, your self-esteem has to be intact. Your self-worth has to be intact. If you want to attract good partners to you, your self-esteem has to be intact. Your self-worth has to be intact. If they are cheating on you, but you are making excuses for them, your self-esteem is low. If they are showing you all the time, like, I really don't care much about you, but you can't take it. You can't be alone. You have to hear their voice or else you faint. Your self-esteem is low. Your self-esteem is low. If you have to validate people, you have to validate yourself rather by the kind of man in your life, the kind of woman in your life, your self-esteem is low. Your self-worth is low. If you cannot be alone for a while, like you would, God forbid, you will just die. Your self-esteem is low. Your self-worth is low, you know. And this is something that you need to work on. Number one way to do that is therapy. Number two way is what you listen to every day. Remember, I've been telling you, if you've been following me for a while and recently, I've been saying one of the ways to reprogram your subconscious mind is to listen to something edifying every day. Go on YouTube, you can binge watch my videos and other people's videos, other people's resources that will help you, something that would help you, something that will edify your spirit and your soul. That's how to you know reprogram yourself. That's one of the ways to change your mindset, because where all of this is coming from is what you have been fed with as you were growing up, what you have been fed with, what you have seen. Also, rape and sexual abuse um, affects your self esteem. If you have been molested before, if you have been raped before, if you have been sexually abused before, your self esteem would likely be affected. The way you see yourself. A lot of people that have been sexually abused, they feel dirty. A lot of people that have been sexually abused, they feel small. A lot of people that have been sexually abused, they take rubbish, you understand, from people. A lot of people that have been sexually abused have relationship issues. So you have to heal from that abuse so that you can begin to see yourself differently. Do you get what I mean? Guys, if you are following, please let me see it in the comment section. Nobody is talking to me. I like, an interactive broadcast. If you agree or if you are following what I'm saying, can I see your comments, please? Can I see your comments? You know, this is very, very important. If you have been abused, whether 35 years ago, whether 67 years ago, thank you, Jafet Ikechukwu says, right on, ma'am. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you have been abused some years ago, or maybe just last year, or when you were younger, it will affect the type of relationship you choose. It will affect how you see yourself as a human being. So these are the things that you need to work on if you have been abused before. If you grew up in a home where your parents, have low self-esteem, how would I know? Maybe by the way you guys live, maybe by the things they tell you, maybe you guys were poor. It is possible to develop self-esteem issues. You get any way you see that, some people have more than you, and then you now start, maybe your parents start comparing, maybe you now start, because it happens to children too. Like, oh, these people have television, we don't have TV at home. Yeah, all those little things, you will not know it. It can affect you. Oh, these people can do this. Oh, we don't have that. This is where all these things will be dropping inside you. You won't know it. Oh, these people can afford this, me, I can't afford that. Or maybe that means, because that's how children process things differently from us adults. You get, and things get stuck in the subconscious of children more than adults. Mo says, I have a personal question. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead. All these things get stuck. It now, you know, makes you start behaving somehow, makes you start, let me not go too much. And self-esteem, low self-esteem materializes in different ways. For some people, oh, they have that inferiority complex, they don't want to go near some set of people, they take some things. For some people, it materializes as superiority complex. For some people, it materializes as superiority complex. You feel that you're better than anyone. You don't want to talk to anybody. You feel. Meanwhile, it's self-esteem issue. Moses, how can I communicate to my man that I don't want to have sex before marriage in a positive and respectful way after dating for almost 5 months? You need to. These are the things you are supposed to have told him before you got into the relationship in the first place. You ought to have said it. It's better to have agreed in the beginning. But now that you have not told him, it's not too late. You can still tell him. You can still tell him. You understand? You just tell him, and you tell him your reasons. What are your reasons? Let him know. You know, it's not, don't make it such a big deal. It's not such a big deal. It's not something that you should be afraid of doing. It's a positive thing. And if truly, truly he loves you and adores you, you should be able to agree to it and not make it such a big deal. If you start making it a problem, like, hey, what? Then it's not a good thing. That's a problem. Japheth says, please, Coach Lara, does guilt affect her? Oh, of course. Of course. Of course. Definitely. Those are the things that make you, guilt affects self-esteem too. When you start feeling guilty, oh, I shouldn't do this, oh, I shouldn't, oh, this shouldn't be me. Christine Ginika also says, thank you, Ma, for this teaching. I would also like to ask if there's something like emotional abuse, and when can I know I am emotionally abused? So emotionally abused is, a lot of people don't know that they are being abused. Gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse. Maria How says we are following. Thank you. I just need you guys to know. I can't see. I can just see numbers. I don't know if the people that are on like Instagram where I can see the names, I can see the comments. You understand? So I'm glad that you guys are communicating. Thank you so much. So a lot of people don't know that they are being abused emotionally. When somebody is gaslighting you, what is gaslighting? Um, um, Let me use Maria Audu as example. Oh, I'm telling Maria, I don't like what you did to me. I don't like what you did. You told me you were going to come. You told me you weren't going out, but now you are out. And then Maria says, "What do you mean? What do you mean? How do you know that? I mean, I even went out." And then I bring out a phone, a picture as an evidence. And I'm like, "Look at it here. Look at it. Somebody saw you outside. Look at it. Can you see it?" And you're like, "Oh, oh, this is what you do now. You're now monitoring me up and down. This is what you do. You don't even trust me. You have trust issues. You have trust issues. What's the meaning of this? What is the da, 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 da?" That's emotional. That's gaslighting. The person has left the question. In fact, let me use the easiest example that a lot of people face is cheating. Maybe you check your man's phone and then you saw him uh like he's talking to somebody or he's cheating. And then you say, "Sweet baby, what is this? Who is Judith?" And he's like, "Why are you checking my phone? What's your business? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Blah 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 blah." Uncle. And then you start, as in this thing used to bust my brain. And then you start saying, I didn't mean to check my phone. I didn't mean to check your phone. It's not like I want to I didn't mean to check your phone. I just saw it. It was just scrolling. So I just picked it. Let me tell you what has happened. That person has switched to gaslighting because he has left the real issue and have turned it against you to checking of phone. Something is wrong. That's not right. That is not right. That is not right. That is not right. The person is gaslighting you. The person makes you, emotional abuse is the person just makes you feel terrible. The person just makes you feel like silent treatment is another form of emotional abuse. Like they're not talking to you. You are trying to talk to them. They are stonewalling. They are keeping malice from you. That's emotional abuse. That can make you run mad. But you don't know. You are trying to wait for them till they come around. Most of the time they are the ones that are at fault, oh, but they are the ones stonewalling. They are the one keeping malice. Or maybe you are even the one at fault. Maybe you complained about something before you know it, they don't talk to you again. You are trying to talk to them, they don't talk to you. That person is emotionally abusive. Abuse means that somebody is hurting you on purpose. So anything that has to do with your emotions, like they're abusing you emotionally, you get, they're taking away, maybe you guys are married and they are robbing you of sex because of something. It's emotional abuse. And they cannot communicate. You understand that, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that, they just make you feel um I'm sorry, oh, like you are crazy. Then they're emotionally abusing you. How do we avoid emotional abuse? Okay, so another form of emotional abuse is when they are calling you names. Oh, look at you. You are foolish. You are a goat. You look big for nothing. Who will marry you? Look at how you be like sack. Very ugly thing. That's emotional abuse. They make patronizing comments at you. Patronizing, like, comments that make derogatory comments that make you feel, that's emotional abuse. Um, they insult you at will. insult your appearance, all of those things, they embarrass you, you know, lots of signs, or different things like that. Japheth says, how do we avoid emotional abuse? You avoid the person that is abusing you, Japheth. That's the way. You don't, the reason why people stay in emotionally abusive or any sort of abusive relationship is still this lack of self-worth and lack of self-esteem. When you begin to see that somebody is abusing you emotionally, you step away. That's how to avoid it. You step away. You understand? There has to be boundaries. And even if you don't step away, maybe you get, maybe sometimes it's not even relationship. It could be your parents, it could be your siblings, it could be your friends. There has to be boundaries. Action. I always preach that actions have to have consequences. If you do this to me, then I can't be with you. If you do this to me, then we're not going to be able to have conversations. I'm sorry. You can't call me names now and then expect that we are smiling and laughing. No. And then you come back to me as if nothing happened. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I need you to know, in case you too you are like this, but beware of people that cause you pain and they just move on as if nothing happens. They don't talk about it, they don't apologize, they don't address it. Then the next day they just come back and start being nice. That's a dangerous relationship because you're sweeping things under the carpet. It's still coming back to bite you in the ass. Trust me. In case you too you're like that, go and repair, go and work on yourself. You lack adequate relationship skills. You lack conflict resolution skills. You don't just move on. No, you don't move on. You address issues. You address conflicts. Oh, this is why. I'm sorry. If you cannot apologize, there's a problem. You're not an adult. You are just grown. You're not an adult. If you cannot apologize, I was telling somebody yesterday that, you need to stop trying to win with your partner. Stop trying to win an argument. Stop trying to, no, why? What kind of defense is that? Apologize. Learn to apologize when somebody, when they have called you out on something, or you've done something wrong. Apologize. Don't try to cover it. Don't switch it. You too, you do the same. Gosh. You lack accountability. You don't take responsibility. That somebody is telling you, I don't like how you talk to me. That's how you talk to me yesterday. And then the next thing, you too, you do the same. You do no. Wait till it's your turn. Apologize for what they're saying. Then choose another time to bring your own issue up. Don't use that as that means you're not ready to apologize. These are the behaviors, these little behaviors that causes conflicts or unhappiness in our marriages and relationships. And you'll be wondering, why are they mad at me? Why is she not talking to me? That's why. You don't just offend your wife or your husband and then next day you're smiling or you come with gifts. Someday, I spoke to a couple recently and the woman was telling me how the man says he wants a divorce and they are not even fighting. And I started asking her questions. What, why? And she started telling me like they don't resolve issues. They just move on from issues. This creates distance, emotional distance. You understand? They don't resolve issues. If you don't resolve issues, how do you? It's better to resolve issues. So they are growing distant as time goes on. Before you know it, somebody is out. They have divorced emotionally. It's just a matter of time before somebody will leave the house or leave the marriage or relationship. Learn how to resolve conflicts. Learn how to call people out. If you know that, oh, this thing that this person is doing to me, I don't like it. Tell them. If you cannot tell them, you're introverted, you don't like confrontation, or you don't know, they talk when they start talking, you get tired. Send an email. I've shared this a lot of times. Send an email. Send a text message. Send a WhatsApp chat. Send a voice note. But by all means, get your point across. Don't keep it to yourself, or else you will start becoming resentful as time goes on. You don't want this to be you. You get. Um, another sign of emotional neglect is when somebody is neglecting you emotionally. They don't care for you, they don't talk to you, they don't touch you. You understand? They don't come near you, they don't, like, they're just depriving you of their love, and you're supposed to be together. That's an emotional abuse. You start feeling something is wrong with you. You start feeling bad. You start feeling, I'm not okay. You start, God, you can't, please, if this is you, stop. Stop. I remember years ago, when I was still in those relationships, and I went to visit my boyfriend back then. And I can't remember, something had happened one of those days. I think I was going to spend a week. Then something had happened on in one of those days, or be on one of those days, and he stopped talking to me. And this guy, oh my god, now that I remember it, if I say good morning, he will answer you. If I say, what do you want to? Oh no, I'm fine. But he stopped having conversations with me. And I remember apologizing to him. I'm sorry if you say, no, no, no jokes, no problems. No, no, we're cool. No, don't worry. Ah, we're cool. But if I send you a chat at work, you will not respond. If I call you, you will not respond. If you come to the house and I'm trying to talk to you, you just dismiss me, or you don't want to be in my presence, and we're cool. I remember after about 4 or 5 days, I don't dey slim. Hey, I started to lose appetite for food. Yeah, no, 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 I can't do this. I can't. I remember that day I just packed my load. It was leaving the house. I think it was going to work. Me too, I was just packing my load. And it was like, what happened? Why are you going? I'm like, no, I can't stay here, Beck. I can't. No, 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 no. I'm just going to die. And he's like, why? I said, why? You're asking me why? That you're even asking me why is a problem. I'm going. So I think that got to him. That was when he was not like, calm down, calm down. Yeah, oh yeah, calm down. Let's talk about it. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? What? Like, how do you not know how to communicate as a grown man or as a grown woman? You're carrying face everywhere. You cannot resolve the issues. You can't talk about issues. You cannot express the issues. You can't express yourself. Oh, this is hurting me this way. I don't like it. Ah, you need cane. Come to therapy. Come and sign up for the healing school. Marian Lamina says silent treatment. That is emotional abuse. When somebody is always guilt tripping you, they're always shaming you, they're always blaming you. Nothing is like, they make you feel like you are crazy. Anything that happens, it must be your fault. They turn it to you. That's emotionally abusive. And if you have low self-esteem, you will continue to tolerate it. You will continue to say, oh, hey, you will even be apologizing when you are not wrong. You are the one apologizing all the time. All the time. Yeah, all the time. You will even apologizing for expressing your mind. Something is wrong. Something is absolutely wrong. So please, these are the things to look out for. Let's talk more about low self-esteem. You get, because a lot of people don't know that they have low self-esteem. They think that, I was saying that some people will say, Coach Lara, me, I'm not like that, so I don't take rubbish. you know I don't care. Meanwhile, you don't know. One of the ways to identify that you have low self-esteem is negative self-talk. You're always talking negative in your head, talking negative about yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I don't think I can get this. I don't think this is for me. That's low self-esteem. That's low self-esteem. You know, if you lack boundaries, that's low self-esteem. You don't know how to create boundaries around people. You don't know how to maintain boundaries. You don't know, you have low self-esteem. Like people will, you don't want them around you, but you don't know how to say no. You have low self-esteem. So if this is you, what do you need? Therapy. You are also sensitive to criticism. You don't want to be criticized. You don't want anybody to criticize. You don't want anybody to complain about you. You don't want people to talk about anything you did. You're sensitive to criticism. You have low self-esteem. Because if you have a high self-esteem, people should be able to say, "Oh, Miriam, this thing that you did, I don't think is good enough. I think you need to work on it." And you should say, "Oh, okay. Thanks for the feedback. I'll work on it." But Miriam, this thing that you did, I don't know. You must always complain about me. And da, 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 da. You have low self-esteem that you need to work on. You know, if you always feel needy, you always feel needy, like, oh, somebody must hug me, somebody must touch me, somebody must love me, somebody must, they need to validate you every time. Oh, sweetie, you look good. Oh, sweetie, you look nice. Oh, they need to reassure you all the time. You have low self-esteem. you know, I don't know, I don't know. This is my dress. You wear a dress now, and then somebody says, "Oh, this dress, I don't know." You quickly go and remove it. I remember a friend of mine back then when we were in the choir. I remember telling she has hips, beautiful set of hips. And I remember I told her one day that, "Oh, I always like it when you wear skirts because of your hips. You accentuate them, and it's very beautiful." I just noticed that this girl stopped wearing that. She just stopped wearing skirt. I didn't even know. It was about 2 weeks or something. I was just like, I've never seen you. What happened? She was not like, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" I said, "Yes." Say, "Since the day you mentioned that, I'm like, eh? Something that is supposed to be something that you're supposed to flaunt. Somebody is appreciating you. You should know that this is one of your best quality, best gifts. Accentuate it, flaunt it." But that's when you stop. "I don't want to call attention to me." You have low self-esteem. You have low self-esteem. When you have the fear of failure, you have low self-esteem. God, I think I'm going to fail. Oh. I think I'm going to fail. Oh. I think I'm going to fail. Oh. You have low self-esteem. I hope you are checking. Are you following me? Let me know, guys. Are you following? If you are following, let me see your comments. I hope you are checking and you are choosing your own. Which one is your own? Let me see your comments before I go on. If you are following, let me see. You following? Jafet says, what if someone just have a poor fashion sense and maybe you are correcting them? I don't understand what that means. Give me more context. What if someone just have a poor fashion sense and maybe you are correcting them? Give me more context. Evelyn says, "Yes, ma." Well done, Evelyn. Bolu Atife Deborah says, "Yes, following." You understand? You have the fear of failure. What if I fail? What if I fail? If you are always apologizing excessively? "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." I said it earlier. You are the only one apologizing. Bolu Tife, why did you do? Sorry, sorry, sorry. Excessively. Miriam, I see you said yes, coach. Mo says following. You have low self-esteem. You are always apologizing excessively. You can't stand up for yourself. Even sometimes you may do something, and then somebody may misunderstand it. They don't understand it and they are criticizing you. Sometimes you need to be able to say, "Oh no, the reason why I did this was because of this. Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't know." But you, sorry, anything, sorry, sorry. I think I read something that somebody said in the UK or US, I can't remember, that she lost a job. I saw it online on Instagram that she lost a job because she was over apologizing. They were accusing her of doing something. She was not like, "Sorry, oh, sorry." Japheth says like is naturally bad. Somebody is naturally bad in picking dress outfits. So what about that? If they're naturally bad, what happens? You talk to them lovingly. Oh, I think this is not good. I think you should match it this way. I think you don't criticize people. Oh, please, no matter who they are to you. If they are bad in picking dress outfit, and so you teach them, or tell them lovingly, or create opportunities for, maybe send them to a finishing school or something, or somebody that I've seen it on Instagram. We have different coaches. I know one coach that's what she specializes in, teaching women how to combine outfits, how to dress. Good night, sweetie. How to dress, you understand, how to look good. Then you send them there, but you don't criticize them, you don't make them feel small because they don't know how to, compile outfits. You get what I mean? You need to learn how to correct people lovingly. You know, then when you compare yourself to others a lot, you have low self-esteem. You're always comparing yourself. Oh, see them. This one, she's finer than me. See, she's fair than me. Oh, this one is longer. Her legs are longer. Her nose is finer than my own. My hair. Me, I cannot do this thing that she's doing. You have low self-esteem. Because why are you comparing yourself? Everybody has something unique in them or in their lives. Everybody has something unique. If you are always feeling unworthy, this thing is too much for me. Oh, this guy is too fine. Oh, hey, are you sure this guy will not cheat on me like this? Ha. That's one guy will tell you, hey, beautiful. You know how many of your girlfriends you have told beautiful? It's self-esteem. It's not the guy, it's you. Because you don't think, this fine guy to be saying, are you sure? I think he just wants to sleep with me. Oh. I don't think this guy wants to be with me. It's low self-esteem. You know, then you cannot handle compliments, genuine compliments. Mo, nice hair. Really? This hair? I bought it from this thing, oh, and it's not, and it's old though. The hair is very old. I just picked it from some. No, really? Oh, okay. You have low self-esteem because you should be able, and when somebody compliments you, you don't need to compliment back. You don't need to say, when I say, oh, Japheth, nice dress, you don't say, yeah, thank you. You too, your shoes are nice. That's low self-esteem. Say thank you and move on. You don't need to tell them back as if, oh, I have to reward them more. If somebody tell me nice hair, me too, I should tell them nice earrings. No, don't do that. Because you cannot take compliments. You don't believe in those compliments. That's your problem. You don't think you are worthy of those compliments. Don't make excuse when they say, oh, nice dress. Don't say, and I've been wearing this dress since 2012. I just picked it up. Don't do that. This dress, I bought it 15 naira. Oh. I don't know. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know. So difficulty in making friends, true. That's another thing. You'll find it difficult to make friends. You get. You're difficult. You find it difficult in making friends because why? You are overthinking it. Would they like me? Would they say, are you sure are you sure the way they are looking at me? I don't think Lagos people, I think Abuja people are very hostile. I think this one they are, I think Lekki babes. I beg, did the way. Meanwhile, the girl is just looking at you like innocently. I beg, this the way that this one is giving somebody eye. Okay, nothing is wrong with them. It's you. It's you. Then if you are too critical of yourself, too critical, why did I do this? I should have known better. Why did I God, oh, why did I do this? I should have just walked away. You keep criticizing yourself over and over. Boluwatife Deborah says, wow, learning so much. Thanks, Coach Lara, for doing this. You're welcome, Boluwatife. You criticize yourself a lot. Why did I make that mistake? I should have been. You don't know how to let go. You don't know how to forgive yourself. You keep criticizing yourself. Ah, Oh God, I shouldn't have done this. Ah man, I fuck up. Oh, but you can't move on from your mistakes. You have low self-esteem. You dwell. People ask me, you know my story, 15 abortions. People ask me, how do you not feel guilty? How do you still have a life after this? Why? Because I have healed from it. You know, if I have felt bad about it, I still feel bad when I remember. You understand that? How could somebody have been so stupid to do that much abortions or any abortion for that matter? But me dwelling on it is low self-esteem. Why? Because number one, I have forgiven myself for all those mistakes. I have moved on. Two, God has forgiven me. I have asked Him for genuine forgiveness and He has forgiven me. So why am I holding myself to ransom? Why? Why? If I'm holding myself, it shows that I have low self esteem. Do you understand? It shows that I have low self esteem. If you feel inadequate, you feel small, you feel worthless, you feel worthless, which was what I used to feel when I used to say I felt like, I'm after one. So I used to feel, let me just do whatever this guy asked me to do. Let me just manage it. Let me just do it. Let me just do it because I don't know. I don't want to lose him more. I don't think anybody else will accept me that I'm after one. I beg, let me just manage. Men are scarce to find. Oh, that's low self-esteem. Any question? Any question? Anybody? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? And when you lack self-esteem, it would affect your self-worth. You will allow people treat you like you are nothing. You will allow people treat you like you're just a piece of trash. People will continue to walk all over you and you'll be complaining, you'll be feeling resentful, you'll be unhappy, but you are allowing it. My husband is doing this to me, my wife is doing this. But what are you doing about it? You are constantly enabling them, giving your power away so that they can use it to hurt you. You are constantly allowing it and enabling it. Whose fault? you know we cannot I cannot we cannot control what the other person is doing, but we can control how we react to it. You can't control the other person. You can't control what they are doing. You can't control it, but you can control your own reaction to what they are doing. Oh, Ademola, thank you. She said yes, coach. But you can control your reaction to what they are doing, to you. Somebody can slap right now, but what do you do in return? That is, what you can control. You can't control, why would he slap me? Why would he has slapped you? Move on. Why would he talk to me like that? Me! He has said it. She has done it. So what do you do in response? It's how you respond. You get. So one of the ways, that I told you to improve self-esteem is therapy. Number one, you have to go to therapy. Then number two, recognize what you are good at. What are those things that you are good at? What are those things that you are good at? Write down. In fact, I used to tell my clients, write down. I've told somebody, write 50 qualities of yours. Honeydew movie says, hi, hey, honey. Write 50 true, good qualities of yours. They used to tell me in the beginning, 50? Lara, how? Where will I get it? By the time you start, you see 50, you will reinforce how good you are and stop thinking somebody else is better than you. Recognize what are those things that you are good at. For instance, me, I already know something that I'm good at. I know that I'm very good. My job, I may not be good at other things. Like, let me give you guys more insight into me. I'm not very good with house chores. I'm not domesticated at all at all. You understand? I was spoiled growing up. You get. I had to learn how to cook when I was 25. I had to pay some. I didn't know how to cook. Me and my best friend, we lived together for years. We didn't used to cook. We used to buy food from eateries. Then another of our friends, third friend, three of us, we don't cook. I didn't know how to cook. I didn't know. It was one guy I dated then that taught me how to put that time they were still using kerosene stove. He taught me how to put wool inside kerosene whatever. You're welcome. Aye kaka. Prudence. You get. So I'm not very so I had to learn at 25. Me and my best friend, we paid one girl that taught us she used to come to our house every day. To the things I can cook today. I learned it from 25 years when I was 25. You get. So, but what am I good at? Now I can cook. I can cook very well now. But I don't like to cook. I do it, because I don't have a choice. But what am I good at? I may not be good at these things. I'm good at therapy. See, you understand? I know that this is my calling. This is my profession. I am very good at therapy. So that gives me, a great self-confidence. I'm very good at therapy. I'm very good at speech. I'm very articulate. I am very persuasive. I'm very good at sales and marketing. So these are the things. By the time you start knowing what you are good at, it would help you. So you need to go and write down, what am I good at? What am I good at? Ayaka Kapuden say, how do I attract a man who will care and treat me like a woman? Have you been dating men that treat you like a man? Ayakaka, increase your self-worth and self-esteem. Then you start attracting better men. You start attracting better men. That's how. So it's not about the men, it's you. When you change some things about yourself, you start attracting better people. Ernestine Blackie says, absolutely following what you're saying about self esteem. You understand? So recognize what you're good at. Recognize what you're good at. Two, build positive relationships. Positive relationships, as in people that speak highly of you, people that treat you better, people that talk well about you, people that they tell you the truth. They don't criticize you. They don't talk down at you all the time. They'll tell you, oh, this thing you are doing, you're not doing it well. But the one that you are doing well, they'll praise you for it. Those are the people to be around. People that pour into you. Ernestine Blackie says, apologizing is my English trait. Really? People that pour into you, build relationships with them. People that will tell you this thing that way they do is no good. You understand? But this one, wow, well done. Well done. Nice one, nice one. Proud of you. Those are the people to be around. Not people that will be criticizing you. They never see anything good in you. Nah, don't. You understand? Then learn to be assertive. Assertion means I can be able to say, no, I don't want this, or I can speak my mind. This thing you did, I don't like it. I can say it. Learn how to say it. Nobody's going to kill you. Learn how to say, I won't take this. I don't like this. This is not working for me. You don't have to be aggressive. Assertion, is not aggression. Being assertive is very different from being aggressive. Assertive means this is not working for me. I won't take it. You don't have to shout. You don't have to be dramatic about it. You don't have to make a lot of fuss about it. You understand? Be assertive. Of course, I've said it. Start saying no. Learn how to say no. Somebody told me, oh, Coach Lara, I have a friend. He always asks me, I borrow him money all the time. But before I get my money back, we fight all the time. I would have to call and call. I would have to be upset. He would insult me. Then he will now return it. Then he will be back again, and I'll still give him. Are you joking? I taught her, start saying no. Learn how to say no. Learn how to say no. You understand? Give yourself a challenge. I need to learn how to start saying no. I need to start learning how to do this. I need to learn how to, you understand? Learn new things. You understand? Learn new things. Stop saying, stop letting people walk all over you and all of that. Then therapy, of course. Therapy helps you. And one last thing, go on this YouTube. There are lots of edifying content here. How do I increase my self-esteem? How do I, work on my self-esteem? How do I, identify? How do I work on my self-confidence? How do I click on all of those videos? Click on all of them. They will help you. Any other question, anybody? By the way, for some people, I have some people who come to me, oh, Coach Lara, I want to do what you do. I want to start being a coach. I have I have two certification courses in our company. One is the healing coaching certification course. The second one is the couples therapy certification course. So the healing coaching certification course is happening from October 17th to 20th. You get, it's a 4 day class, it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. for 4 days. You will learn to be a healing coach. You will learn to do the things I do. You will learn how to help to heal people from trauma. You learn how to, help them quit dysfunctional relationships, how to help their mind, and make them yeah, live a better life. If you're interested, just go to my website, or send a DM or send an email or whatever. You understand? It's called the Healing Coaching Certification Course, and the early bird offer of will end on October 1st. So if this is you, you have been looking for, because I get a lot of those emails a lot and DMs. Oh, Coach Lara, I want to be like you. Where do I train? How do I learn? This is one of the ways to do what I do, to learn more. It's called the healing. You become a healing coach. You'll be qualified and certified to practice as a healing coach. So if this is you, send an email. Anybody has any question, and if you want to book a session with me, Coach Lara, from all these things that you have said, I realize I have low self-esteem and I want to heal from it. You get, DM is open. Link is, if you click this description box, you see my website. Click on it, Lara, www.larakudaicinternational.com. Go there, book a session on how to work with me. You can send an email or there's a number on the bio on my profile here. Call the number or send a WhatsApp message to it, and we'll be there to help you. You get what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, I come on live on YouTube every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Set your reminder, set notification, and then on Instagram, Monday and Fridays, 9 p.m. Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. on Instagram, on YouTube, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. And also, Ernestine Blackie said, "This is so good, and I accidentally came across this. Wow, thank you, Blackie. Please, I hope you're following me. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Please subscribe. There are lots of videos, beautiful videos that you can watch on my channel that would help you. It would help you. It would help you. It would inspire you. It would heal you. I kid you not. So watch as many as you can. This should be like 377th video on my channel. Then, if you want to join my memberships, I have two memberships on YouTube. Coach Lara's fans, Coach Lara's peeps. There's a video on my YouTube channel that would explain how to do that to you. What you are entitled to. Asking me questions one on one. Once every month. Live video. If I post new live video, members get to watch it first. Members get to view it first. You get badges, you get shout outs, as a member of my channel. So if this is you, please click the membership button here, and you will be a member of my YouTube channel. Anybody has any question, any comment you want me to take? Something I'm waiting. Okay, I think nobody has any question or comment. Please join me on Instagram. My Instagram is Dear Coach Lara. Mondays and Fridays, 9 p.m. I come on live, and then YouTube here, Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me share this channel, share this live video, by the end, share it to as many people as possible. A lot of people don't know this thing. This small thing that I just shared today, a lot of people don't know it. They don't know. They don't know that they have low self-esteem. They think, oh, I'm good, I can speak well, I'm very articulate, I can talk a lot. It's not enough. All right. Thank you guys. See you on Friday on Instagram at Dear Coach Lara. Bye guys. Good night.